president of the Railway Workers Union, Innocent Ajiji. Innocent, thank you so much for joining us tonight on the program. Well, we've heard that report, and I do know that you had sent out a warning prior to this strike taking off, and I know that you met with the Minister of Transportation over the weekend, precisely on Saturday, where he made some demands. But between Saturday and now, what happened to the communications? Has he not reached out? Have you not tried to reach out to resolve this before the strike commenced today?
Thank you very much. You are very correct. We've had some communication exchange between us and the minister, and of course on Saturday he came to Lagos because we are based in Lagos. Our headquarters is there. So he came, we held meeting with him, and the meeting ended in deadlock because we submitted documents to him 6 months ago with the hope that he was going to submit those documents to all concerned, and even with a promise to submit to the President of Nigeria so that he can assist, and maybe by giving an express order so that all others that concerns that are involved in the process of us achieving our agitation for salary increase will simultaneously key in so that it will come to be a law. But very, very surprising, when we got to the meeting, the minister was telling us that he's yet to see the president, that in fact the president has traveled out of Nigeria, that we should suspend the strike. When the president comes back, he's going to take the matter to the president for a discussion. So that gave us a very, very clear insight that nothing is being done about our plea and nobody cares about us. So that's why we're pressing home our demands in this manner.
Well, maybe you say for 6 months, but the president did travel. I mean, he was correct. He was outside of the country. Yeah. But that's not even my question.
I returned just yesterday.
You're now on strike, warning, as it were.
Yes.
So what next if there is no headway? What next for the railway? What next?
We have no option than to embark on total strike action. If after 3 days nothing is done, we're going to give them some time to see if they can still do something about our plea. And that time is certainly going to be within the time that is specified by law. So, and if at the expiration of that time nothing is done, we shall embark on total strike action.
Well, I know that there was this review. It's not something that is starting today. Back in 2015, there was a review. There was talks between your union and the ministry. What happened to that talks, and why did it stall?
Yeah, thank you very much.
Long?
Yeah, thank you very much for that. In fact, as a result of that talk, last year, in fairness to the MD and the Minister of Railway, we were included in the budget proposal for 2021 by Railway Management, and the Minister granted approval. But unfortunately, when it got to the National Assembly, it was removed. So that addition that will make up the proposal for us to achieve the enhanced salary structure was removed. And so that brought us to square one. So we started again all over from January this year till this moment that we are talking about.
All right, let's be clear. Yeah. From what I gathered, from what I watched in your protest or action, I was just hearing wages, salary, increase. But from what I read, you say improved welfare and standard of service. Is it just a question of salary and wages? Are there other things that are involved in this?
Yes, there are so many things involved, but the one that concerns us mostly now is the enhanced salary structure. It will interest you to know that a railway worker takes home 26,000 naira. We happen to fall among those that are paid COMS salary structure, which are the core people that the minimum wage of 30,000 naira covers. And so in the light of that, when you deduct federal housing scheme, you deduct contributory pension, you deduct tax and union dues, the salary drops down to 28,000 naira. So for God's sake, and they have just increased electricity tariff. And if you are to make effective use of electricity in your home by this tariff they just introduced, it means you should be paying not less than 30,000 naira as your electricity bill in a month. Now someone that takes home 26,000 naira means a railway staff cannot by any means enjoy electricity in Nigeria. We are not talking of house rent, we are not talking of children's school fees, we are not talking of transportation to work, feeding and whatnot. So, in fact, our situation is not a situation that a civil servant should find himself
Well, quite
in Nigeria.
dire. 26,000 naira for take home is quite poor, really. But one would have thought that with the introduction of the new standard gauge rail lines, we thought that there were some new trainings, for instance, for some of you to have gone abroad to get some new trainings and some incentives added to your take home package.
That's the insinuation of everybody. But actually, there were a series of trainings within and outside Nigeria. But that does not improve the salary at all. So, and when you are sent for training, you will be paid for the allowances that you are due for the purpose of the training, after which it ends there. Now, how do you continue your life after the training? That's what we are talking about. So ajiji is not even an issue for now, but the salary enhancement is what we are talking about and is what matters most to us.
All right, Ajiji, we're hoping that within that, because people were stranded, I mean, across the entire nation, and it's dangerous, sometimes it's dangerous to go by road. We're hoping that before the 3 days expires, that the minister, if you will get to a round table and you resolve this issue. We wish you the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.